Hey guys, GenmaTheSamurai here, and welcome back to Metroid Prime. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, as usual. I always say that, but I mean it. Alright, so I didn't really scan these guys last time, but make sure to scan these little flying dudes. Just again, I've said it before, I'll say it again, 100%. I botched that jump, so I'm gonna have to go around. So let's go over here. Do 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 do. Oh man, I love just this. The atmosphere in this game. It just always blows me away every time. Just I don't know. There's something about it, but yeah, no. This part we're gonna be backtracking to the Talon Overworld. Screw this segment. But yeah, so we're gonna be traveling to the Talon Overworld. While we're now, of course, you're probably thinking, what does that mean? I have to go all the way back to the ruins? Not necessarily. There is a much shorter way to get there that I was waiting to do. I mentioned before about how there was one other place. Scan what this is about. Yeah, alright. Just some drivel about how, magma readings, blah blah blah. Geothermal stuff. Now, I would take note of this room for later, because there is a power-up here. It's just you can't get it until much later in the game. Just saying. Alright. Now there's also these things. You can't really scan them, but they basically breathe. They are flamethrowers that are positioned in the ceiling. Why they are there, I don't really know. Seems kind of counterproductive, but regardless, yeah. Come on, Magmore. Show me what you got. Well, what I hate about the Magmores is that they react to things so inconsistently. Like, they react to the charge beam with, like, a recoil, but with the missiles, they're like, okay, whatever. Yep. Alright, so let's bounce up here. Come on. Yeah. Now, one thing I have realized as I was playing through this is that there's some really funny glitches that I didn't realize happened in the GameCube version that don't really happen in the Wii version. It's been a while since a really long time since I played through the GameCube version, guys, just to clear this out. Because the Wii version is still really good. If you have a Wii, I do advise you go pick it up, because it is one of the best compilation game sets you can really get. Yeah, I always hate these morph ball segments where you're supposed to just go across like scaffolding and junk, without falling off, because morph ball has really awkwardly good physics, and it can be really easy to fall off. Just saying. So let's just move forward. Come on. Right. Come on, shoot this thing. Come on. Yeah. So, in general, getting to the next elevator isn't going to be too much of a hassle, but it definitely is going to be a thing. So, you can go through here. You can also open up this door. But let me tell you right now, you can't do anything in this room yet. I advise you take note of the railing here and just come back later. Alright? Alright. So let's just scan this. And go up. Yeah, so like I said, Magmore Caverns can take you to pretty much anywhere in the game as far as, like, elevators go. So this is the one that takes you to Talon Overworld. And what I'm not a big fan of is the fact that the Phendrana drifts actually can only be accessed from the volcano. Now, underneath this bridge is a missile expansion. It's never really clear you would have noticed that. So, you typically, you know, I needed a guide a while back to be able to find out that was there. Yeah. Come on. Come on, you beetles. So yeah, I'm down here. It's just one of the many areas beetles can spawn. I also love the rain effects in this area, just as the water hits your visor. I don't know, I just find that pretty neat. Just you're not seeing much of it right now. Oh, there it is. Yep. That Brinstar theme from Metroid 1! Okay. Platforming in this game can be a bit of a pain. I would be careful to watch where you're jumping at all times, guys. Oy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Whoosh. Come on. Yeah. Do 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 do. Now, sorry again. Now I'm sure you noticed way earlier on that this was a half pipe. Maybe you didn't notice, but yeah. So now that we have the boost ball that we retrieved the last episode, let's use it to get up this half pipe, why don't we? Boosh! 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 Okay. Careful as you go over here. You can also exit more fall form when you do that, but whatever. I just went through with this. So down here is a door. Let's shoot it open. Right. Now we're going to be getting a really useful ability in a second. So let's check that out. Boosh. No! Oh, I did just make that mistake, did I? I'm going to have to backtrack. No. I didn't want to do that. Well, there's a missile expansion down here. It's never really clear that it's there, but yeah. So you can find one right there. Only after you have obtained the Morph Ball, though, of course. I could have gotten it much earlier than this, but just for the sake of having to backtrack, I wasn't going to do it. Okay. I don't know. I love the music here. I love the music everywhere in this game. That's like one thing I love about this game is that even though it's like, you know, gritty and whatnot, or like not necessarily gritty, but like, you know, even though it's a 3D, you know, try to be more realistic, you know, scenery, the music isn't afraid to be like, you know, retro and cool. Like, that was one of my problems with Metroid Other M. One of the many problems I have with that game is that the music is very unmemorable. It reminds me kind of Metroid 2, but in the case of Metroid 2, you know, I actually like that game more than Metroid 1, but that's only because that one's a lot easier to play. I'm one of the few people who has that opinion, though. Let's go over here. And the high jump boot, or the space jump boots. Jump boots acquired. Press B to jump. Yeah. So now we have a double jump, guys. It is so freaking useful, you have no idea. Well, we're gonna stop at 2 other locations before we return. So let's do that. First, let's go down here. There's this little crevice here that opens up to a doorway, so let's check that out. Yeah, there's a ton of shrimp caps in here, so it's best to ignore them. Yep. So let's blast open the missile door. Now those are arrow troopers. They're flying pirates. And they left. Let's scan that. The crate appears to be the same type of container found on the Space Pirate Research Brigade. The material seeping out from the ruptured metal is highly toxic. Analysis indicates this may be the phazon compound the space pirates were using in their biological experiments. Now, this is kind of something, but this is basically where the giant space station that we were in at the start of the game, this is where it crashed. So, yeah. We'll be visiting that later, but for now, we're just gonna leave it. And we also have now discovered what phazon is. It's that blue, icky substance. It is highly radioactive. If you touch it, you will take damage, even if it's just from that really tiny container. I did like that touch. Let's move up. So that's phazon. That means they've been injecting that junk into things. Weird. Sorry if I'm talking to you guys like that way. So through this doorway, there's also a new kind of enemy. It is the seedlings. They basically are kind of like porcupines that can shoot their needles at you, like projectiles. They are pretty dang annoying, but I think they're not like too bad to handle. Okay. Anyway, welcome to Impact Crater. New pirate data entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Field team reports are in on an aged structure of alien design built on the surface of Talon 4. Studies show this structure projects a containment field. This field bars access to a prime source of energy within a deep crater. Science team believes the field is powered by a number of strange Chozo artifacts. We have found some of these relics and studies on them have begun, as this field could hinder future energy production operations on Talon 4. We must dismantle it as soon as possible. If this means the destruction of the Chozo artifacts, it will be done. So yeah, now we have learned about the Chozo artifacts already, or at least we've heard, you know, them mention it in the lore. So, what can be passed here? Let's move forward as soon as this door opens. You know. Oh look, here's some more Chozo lore. As we have done for millennia, we Chozo work constantly on our statuary. The statues are our sentinels. Blind but ever watchful they are, and have always been. Repositories for our most sacred precious secrets and strongest powers. The crafting of each is a long and sacred process, performed only by those Chozo who have lifetimes of experience in such things. We have left these relics on planets across the solar system. Some are merely reminders, silent emblems of the Chozo that serve as icons of peace in lands that know only war. Others wield subtle strength. exerting their influence in ways beyond the understanding of mortal creatures. Still others are guardians of our secret ways, and these can be terrible as they are beautiful. Those who respect and honor those relics will know the friendship of the Chozo. Those who deface or destroy them will know our wrath, unfettered and raw. That's an interesting bit of information. Chozo statues are all over the Metroid games, so that's interesting that they address that. The congregation of artifacts that hold the great poison at bay still holds strong. Fearful of the potential within the artifact temple, the invaders known as Space Pirates tried to destroy it, only to fail in every attempt. We scattered the artifacts across the planet for their protection, and only a few have fallen into invader hands. Failing to understand them, they now seek to unmake them. Again, they fail. They are right to fear these things. Great power sleeps inside them. Prophecy calls for their union. Come the day that the unholy worm is met by the great defender. We can only hope that the artifacts are not destroyed by the invader, for then all will be lost. So we do what we can to preserve the artifacts and to guide the newborn to them. Time wanes with our souls, yet hope remains. Yeah. This place. So what have we just gotten? Chozo artifact acquired. This is the artifact of truth, the first of 12. Collect it, then scan the totems here for clues on the locations of the remaining artifacts. Together, the artifacts will open a path to the center of the impact crater. Alright, so it seems that these artifacts are the key to holding back the poison that the Chozo spoke of. Could it be Phazon? I don't know. A new artifacts entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna scan all these. But as far as, you know, adding, like, reading them all, it's mostly here just to help you find the artifacts. You don't need the, again, these to find them. And in fact, missing these scans actually won't affect much because these will end up being replaced by the actual artifacts when you get them. So the percent ratio will kind of stay around the same. So I don't know, do it that way you will. In the meantime, we're heading back. Oh man. So it seems the plot of this game is unraveling more and more as we delve into it. The great poison, huh? A calamity from the skies. Artifacts to hold the poison at bay. And the invaders who are taking it. Obviously the space pirates we have encountered. And openly said so as well. Just everything seems to be coming together, as it were. Yep, so let's, one second. Okay, so, yeah. On that note, I think I'm actually going to save and end the part. So, yeah. I, thank you guys for watching, and I hope, you'll have a great day. There'll be more Metroid Prime in the future for sure, and I don't even know why I even need to clarify that. I'm loving this game. Whoa, whoops, alright. Bye.